Hello, friends. This reflection is for Palm Sunday. Hard to believe our Lenten journey is coming to a close and we have made it to this point. For Palm Sunday, you will hear two Gospels. The first is the entrance into Jerusalem, which takes place right after the Transfiguration, if you follow the timeline correctly. And of course, we hear not only just the account of entering into Jerusalem, but we also get the Passion account for Matthew for this year. And what I really like about this is that we can unpack this. I was talking with a deacon that I know through my involvement with the Knights of Columbus, and he once made the remark at a meeting that there is so much you can unpack from the Passion Gospel. As a matter of fact, you can make an entire retreat out of it if need to be. But we're not going to do this. I don't think there's a way for me to do it in a video, but that's wishful thinking. So, for the purpose of Palm Sunday, I will be reflecting on the entrance into Jerusalem. Now, mind you, there are some things that are going to happen, and of course, we're going to see a dramatic change within days of what happens. But first, we're going to focus on Jesus' triumphant entrance into Jerusalem. And he goes in there with a donkey, basically. Now, any other king that is triumphant in military campaigns or whatever would go in as a horse. But as the prophets foretold, he will enter Jerusalem on a colt. And surely Christ fulfills that. Now, be mindful of one thing. This symbolizes humility. You see, Christ didn't want the big thing. He just wanted something that was simple. That's really what Lent was supposed to teach us. Lent was to teach us of the simplest things that we can do. As Matthew quotes, "Behold, your king comes to you, meek and riding on an ass, and on a colt, the foal of a beast of burden." The foal of a beast of burden. Of course, with him were his apostles, who had basically a front row seat to the humble entrance into the capital of Israel. And he was greeted by palms. "Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest." Does that sound familiar? I hope so if you've been going to Mass lately. Now, how can we unpack this entrance? Now, how can we understand it? Well, Father Pius Parsh tells us that to begin with, we celebrate the memorial of Jesus' triumphant entry into Jerusalem. The entry into Jerusalem is so important a phase of the Passion that the Church devotes an entire day to the event. In the entrance procession, we can perceive Jesus' willingness to offer himself as a holocaust, the act of the will that effected the sacrifice of redemption. With the freedom of a king and the love of a bridegroom, he advances to his death. As a king, he offers his blood for his people. As a bridegroom, he gives his life for his bride. The bride is the church. And soon, Christ would establish something that has lasted for nearly 2,000 years. And Long may it last. And that is the Catholic Church. Later in Holy Week, we will reflect on Holy Thursday, in which Jesus institutes 2 sacraments to 11 men. Now, notice, I don't count one of those disciples because he's going to do something that would earn him a place in Gehenna. But we'll get to that later. Jesus' entry into Jerusalem gives us a perfect reminder that it's nothing showy. It's as simple as things. Now, we have made it this far. Now, regardless of how well your Lent has gone, this is the week where you bring it all to God. You bring it at his feet. Bring everything to his feet. Whether the times you struggled to uphold your whatever you gave up, or the times where you wanted to add something in place of the sacrifice you made since Ash Wednesday, this is where you lay it all out. Friends, shout Hosanna today, because soon Christ will triumph over death. Hosanna to the Son of David. God bless.